Why did my friend disassociate herself with you as a friend? I thought y'all was cool.
You talking about Nene?
Yeah. She disassociated herself with you during the interview.
She said I got too much going on, folks. She said she's not trying to be around me, bro. She said she don't want to get shot by the Mexicans. They blowing up my car. They blowing me down. She said she's not trying to be involved in that. She said she go to church every Sunday. She said she better in her life. She's not trying to be involved with what I got going on.
But yeah, she interviewed you. And on top of that, y'all been cool for a year straight, to my knowledge at least. So the way I see it, ain't she lying about that shit.
I know she was trolling because we was kicking after the interview.
Yeah, for shit show. Yeah, but one thing I am happy to see though is that like that's the goal of my interviews and me posting people in general. Like I'll post somebody, you may not know them, but I guess you know them because I post them. Y'all lock in, and that's what y'all did.
Yeah.
Now another thing with that interview is, you really believe you'll sign a record deal if your ops catch you and beat your ass?
Nah, they gotta record me though.
And they gotta record you.
You gotta record. You can't just. I'm not just gonna get my ass beat. That's not happening. You gotta record it. You gotta be whooping my ass. You gotta record it. You gotta slap me with the gun a couple times. You gotta take my car. You gotta take my gun from right here, strictly right here, nowhere else. And then you gotta strip me naked, but let me keep my drawers. I'm gonna get a deal after that.
So you basically want them to reenact the shit that happened with Lil Mari. That's all I'm hearing. That's exactly what happened.
Now, look, he said though, what Lil Mari told me was, I don't gotta do all that to get a deal. I just gotta rap better.
So he actually heard your song.
Yeah, I guess. He just told me I gotta rap better.
Oh yeah. But he definitely saw what you said.
He was talking shit.
Now
and I ain't gonna lie, that was a good comeback for what I was talking.
Now he clearly understood that you wasn't necessarily dissing him, but comparing your situation. But at the same time, though, that shit really. Now I'm not gonna say it happened like that. I'm not gonna say it because he is wrong.
Yeah, he hard, and then on top of that, game, he was gonna probably sign a deal before all that happened.
True.
Yeah.
Sure.
So, but I was just being funny, like, man, if I get rolled, they gonna sign me. That's all I was doing.
For sure. And another thing is, like, I guess when he was on his upcoming stage, a lot of people knew who he was, but I guess they didn't take him serious on it at some point. And then this shit happened. It's like, okay, now he's serious about not capping in his raps or whatever. But a lot of people feel like youthful rappers be capping until shit like that happens. And then when shit like that happens, they be like, don't crash out.
Yeah.
And he didn't.
Look, he said, you don't got to do that shit to get a deal. Just rap a little bit.
Oh, he actually did you.
Yeah.
Oh, so let me see this. Wow, he said it just like that, too. And then you gonna talk about I'm already knowing. This nigga.
I ain't lying, folks. That's folks' page, gang.
Yeah, that's him. Definitely him. Now, you only talked one time. You couldn't have talked some more.
What do you mean?
You networking. You could have networked.
I thought the nigga was mad.
I mean,
you know,
he at least gave you feedback. So clearly, he was mad, but not to that extent. You know?
Yeah. I don't know, bro. I'll take him again.
For sure. But another thing, in regards to that interview you did with Nene and everything, y'all both got the similar a common denominator.
You.
Exactly. And I do appreciate the fact that both, like, first off, y'all did not have to mention that it was a payment involved in get-go. But anybody can tell that was on the business side. But that goes to show all this shit is genuine, gang. Like, we all built real friendships after that shit. So when y'all made that, I just gotta give y'all both props. I just gotta thank both of y'all for like being 100 with that shit. Because a lot of niggas they niggas be lying or shit like that.
Niggas be lying, man. I just found that out. People be lying, trying to put up an image for people. I don't like that. That's lame.
Yeah,
you'll get a lot further in life being yourself.
For sure, and that's exactly what you did.
That's my name, PusseBacon.
Yeah,
and not a little drenching. Not a little homicide from off Montrose. Some weird shit like that.
Shit show. But Now we gotta reflect some of the shit that we talked about in our old interview, folks.
I done got swollen in the county, didn't I?
Yeah, you can. Well, maybe you might have got more muscle, but you're still skinny and shit. Like you ain't come back with no big ass buff ass muscles, but you know.
Farm swole.
Well, let's talk about the shit that happened since our other interview.
Y'all see that shit, man? They see that shit.
Yeah, but in our old interview, folks. No, our fourth one actually. You finally got to the point from where you got the whole PGF mad at you.
Yeah,
you finally got to that point, gang.
Yeah.
Now, I was really just trying to have you think about what you said from our first interview in regards to 250. He's young, he may have passed and everything, but he didn't have enough time to grow. If he would have grown, he probably would have changed. He probably would have had enough time to change. And you would have been saying he deserved to die.
Chicago Wave, what's your message to the youth?
There's a million things I could say to them, but if there's one thing that they need to know that I feel like they should know, I'm here for them.